Friends, in the last week, we started the topic number 4, that is field effect transistor. And within last 2 lectures, we covered the classification of FET, difference between BZT and FET, terminology associated with the FET, symbol of N-channel and P-channel FET, structure of N-channel and P-channel FET, and also the related aspect associated with the FET. We also studied the operation of FET, its biasing. After biasing, how it is going to be gets operated, how the charge carriers are conducted through the FET. All those aspects we have studied. And today, friends, we are going to study the current voltage characteristics of N-channel FET. That is known as IV characteristics of N-channel FET. Up till now, you have plotted the many IV characteristics of the many devices, including PN junction diode, Zener diode, tunnel diode, photodiode, BZT in various configurations. We have plotted, and by the virtue of its definition, one can say it is a graph of current flowing through the device versus voltage developed across the device. And the circuit diagram used to plot the IV characteristics of FET is represented here. This is the circuit diagram that is used. The circuit diagram of FET, whose IV characteristics are to be determined, it consists of N-channel FET. This is the symbol of N-channel FET, which I already studied, whose gate to source junction is reverse biased by VCC. We can call it as per its operation, gate and source should be reverse biased. A rheostat is connected to vary gate to source voltage, and also a battery VDD is connected between drain and source to forward bias drain and source, along with the rheostat that is used to vary output current and output voltage. Basically, there are two types of the IV characteristics which are available here. One is output characteristics and second one is a transfer characteristic. Output characteristics are nothing but the graph of output current ID versus output voltage VDS when input voltage VGS is constant. Means we have to keep VGS constant, and by using this rheostat, change VDS and note down ID. Plot the graph of ID versus VDS. The nature of the graph that is represented here. It is a graph of ID versus VDS for different value of VGS. Look at here. By selecting any one of the curve from the nature of the curve, we can say that at the beginning, when VDS is 0, ID is 0. And as VDS increases, ID increases. Up to the certain value of VDS. And in this particular region, voltage VDS is directly proportional to the drain current ID. Hence, it obeys the Ohm's law. So that's why this region we can call it as it is the ohmic region. After the ohmic region, even though VDS is increased, ID almost all remains constant. This is the region known as the saturation region, where ID is maximum. After a certain point, even though VDS is increased, ID suddenly increases. That is known as a breakdown region or avalanche region. The region below VGS equal to particular value, it is known as cutoff region, or it is called as pinch off region. This happens because at the beginning channel width is more. Source emits the charge carriers, and emitted all charge carriers are reaches to the drain. So drain current becomes maximum. After that, due to avalanche breakdown, there is a sudden rise in drain that takes place, but this aspect is not used in the working of FET. This is the one conclusion which one can draw. Second one is, as VGS changes from -4 volt to 0 volt, all these are the negative values, friends, right? Remember, because it is reverse biased. Therefore, VGS should be negative. When VGS increases from minus towards the plus, ID also increases. Increase in VGS decreases the drain current due to increase in channel width. Increase in width of depletion layer, decrease in channel width allows less charge carriers to reach to the drain. So that's why when VGS is 0, channel width is more, current is maximum. And when VGS changes from -1, -2, -3 because of reverse bias, current goes on, decreases. This output IV characteristics explains the entire working of field effect transistor. Now let us explain the transfer characteristics. It is a graph of output current ID versus gate to source voltage when output voltage is constant. What to do here? It is a graph of ID versus VGS. ID versus VGS when VDS is constant. By using this rheostat, keep VDS constant. By using input rheostat, vary VGS and note down ID. Plot the graph. From the nature of the graph, what we can observe is, assuming it is reverse biased, we have taken this in the second quadrant. As VGS increases minus to 0, at 0, ID is maximum. That is called as drain saturation current. For zero gate to source voltage, it is the maximum, and as voltage changes from 0 to negative, ID goes on decreasing. This is because as VGS negatively increases, width of depletion layer of PN junction increases, which will reduce the channel width, and hence less number of charge carriers will be drained by the drain to reduce the drain current. Friends, this is how one can plot the transfer and output IV characteristics of N-channel FET. Next time we'll go for some another part of the FET.